Oh yeah. Yeah, nice one.
The NASCAR Cup Series race at Chicago is under delay due to heavy rain, and due to that, there's a lot of standing water, and it's hard to race in that. It's just not enough visibility. But right before that, Shane Van Gisbergen, the defending winner of this race, a strong start to this race, was taken out of it. You just saw the replay. Here it is again. But Shane Van Gisbergen was having a very strong day at the beginning of this race. Started fifth, was in the top five the entire race, led 9 laps, which is equal to the amount of laps he led in last year's race. But ultimately, the race fell apart, and it was not any of his doing. Chase Briscoe coming into turn 6 down the long, is that the back stretch? Is that the front stretch extent? It's confusing. Anyways, whatever stretch that is between turns 5 and turn 6, Chase Briscoe hydroplaned, hit a bump wrong, something, and he completely missed the turn, carried a lot of speed while he was spinning, and just barely clipped the 16th. Someone did that on the broadcast too. They called Shane the 97 because he's at an Xfinity. But clipped the 16, which is the car SVG was driving today, and it was just enough to get his car sideways, just to carry a little bit too much speed through the corner because he got hit, and he smacked the right side wall, and it destroyed the right front of the car, the right rear of the car. The car was destroyed. It couldn't move any further, and that was the end of the day for Shane Van Gisbergen. He won stage 1. I think I said that already. If I didn't, then well, there you go. He won stage 1. As I said, he led 9 laps in this race. He was the favorite, the odds-on favorite coming into this race. It looked like it was going to potentially be a repeat from last year, a repeat from yesterday in the Xfinity race, but Shane Van Gisbergen's perfect record at Chicago is no more. He did his post-race interview with NBC, and yeah, he seemed pretty upset or pretty disappointed. Gutted was the word he used on social media, but yeah, like he didn't lash out or anything, but you kind of heard the sarcasm, I guess, in his interview. But Shane Van Gisbergen, defending his Chicago street race, will instead, he's going to bookend his Chicago finishes. He finished first last year, and this year he will finish last. 40th place, 9 laps led, as I said. He won stage 1, but unfortunately for him, out of this race early. It's been a fun race so far, if you ask me. A lot of passing. The sketchy conditions always make it more fun in terms of the actual racing. We saw SVG make some fun passes. We've seen Christopher Bell, Chase Briscoe make their way up to the field. Well, Briscoe before he wrecked himself. But there's a little bit of humor. You're not going to want to hear this, SVG fans, but there's a tiny bit of humor in this. And that last year, the Wendy's car crashed like 20 times into the turn 6 wall. And I find it a little bit ironic and a little bit comedic that the place where SVG got taken out was that same wall. He's in the Wendy's car this year. Noah Gragson drove the Wendy's car last year. Wendy's is cursed at turn 6, the Chicago street race. So if you're driving the Chicago street race next year and Wendy's is your sponsor, then just avoid turn 6 if you can. If you can cut the corner, do that. But that is all for this. As I said, Shane Van Gisbergen out very early in this race due to Chase Briscoe spinning and wrecking him. Not much else to it. Thanks for watching this video. The full race recap will be up once this race is over. Either it's today or tomorrow. I'm hoping it's today. But as I said, thank you guys again for watching this video. I appreciate the support. Shane Van Gisbergen out at Chicago. Race hopefully finishing up tonight once this storm passes through.